What is the Lautenberg Amendment? Have you ever wondered how laws can impact gun ownership in the context of domestic violence? The Lautenberg Amendment is a key piece of legislation that addresses this issue. This federal law was enacted in 1996 and is part of the Omnibus Consolidated Appropriations Act of 1997. It was sponsored by Senator Frank Lautenberg and signed into law by President Bill Clinton. So, what does this amendment actually do? It prohibits individuals who have been convicted of misdemeanor crimes of domestic violence from owning or possessing firearms. This ban is for life unless the conviction is expunged or set aside. The term misdemeanor crime of domestic violence refers to any misdemeanor involving the use or attempted use of physical force or the threatened use of a deadly weapon. This applies to current or former spouses, parents or guardians of the victim, or someone similarly situated. The legal framework for the Lautenberg Amendment is found in Title 18 of the United States Code, Section 922, subsection G, paragraph 9. This law builds on the Gun Control Act of 1968, which already restricted firearm possession for felons and certain other individuals. The Supreme Court has clarified aspects of this law in various cases. For instance, in the case of United States v. Castleman, the court ruled that physical force can include minor forms of offensive touching, such as pushing or shoving. This aligns with common law definitions of battery and broadens the scope of what constitutes domestic violence. In 2022, the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act expanded the Lautenberg Amendment to include individuals in significant dating relationships. This change aimed to close what was known as the boyfriend loophole, which previously allowed some individuals to possess firearms despite domestic violence convictions. From a conservative viewpoint, the Lautenberg Amendment is often seen as a necessary measure to enhance public safety by keeping firearms away from those with a history of domestic violence. However, there are concerns that it may infringe on Second Amendment rights. Critics argue that the broad definition of physical force and the lifetime ban may limit individual rights without adequate justification. The debate surrounding the Lautenberg Amendment reflects larger discussions about how to balance public safety and individual rights. This is a central theme in Second Amendment discussions, particularly when considering what it means to have a well-regulated militia. As laws evolve, the conversation continues about how best to protect both the public and individual freedoms.